A former leader of the American Nazi Party is running for Congress in Illinois. As the only Republican on the ticket, it looks like he is about to win the primary next month. His name is Arthur Jones. He has never disavowed his Nazi views. Here's what Jones said at a rally in Kentucky last April, and we warn all of you that the language you're about to hear in this segment is offensive.
The white majority are fed up with all of these lying, cheating, thieving, warmongering, child molesting, political pimps and whores of this corrupt and decadent two-party, Jew party, queer party system.
Arthur Jones, that Republican candidate for Illinois' 3rd District, joins us now. Mr. Jones, it is shocking to hear how vocally and unapologetically racist you are. Are you a Nazi?
Well, for the past 15, 20 years, I have not had anything to do with any National Socialist organization on a formal basis.
But do you call yourself a Nazi?
I don't call myself a Nazi. I call myself an American patriot and statesman.
Okay, well, let me give our viewers some details about this, just so they can decide for themselves. You've been part of anti-Semitic groups since the 1970s. You go to neo-Nazi rallies. We have pictures of you there. You were part of the White People's Party. You dress in Nazi garb, and you celebrate Hitler's birthday. You're a Nazi.
Well, I do not belong to any formal National Socialist organization anymore, and I haven't belonged to one since about 1990, okay? The only organization that I belong to is my own organization, and that's the America First Committee, okay?
Yeah. You can call it whatever you want, Mr. Jones, but your website is filled with the most vile, rancid rhetoric I think I've ever read.
I disagree with you. It's not vile and rancid. It's the truth.
It is?
There's nothing on that website that's not true. I personally put that stuff on there.
Yeah.
I personally picked out the articles on there because they're true. Now, I can't help it you don't want to accept the truth.
Listen.
I can't help it you don't want to accept the truth. You Jews media, you've gone absolutely nuts. You think that Adolf Hitler revived from the grave or something. It's one man, myself, that's standing for the truth. And the news media can't stand that.
Mr. Jones,
the Democrats and Republicans, the cursed two-party, Jew party, queer party system can't stand
language. And the fact that you deny the Holocaust, you are entitled.
Yes, I deny the Holocaust. It's an extortion racket.
You are entitled to your own crackpot
If you did any honest investigation of the Holocaust, you'd realize that it is nothing but an international extortion racket by the Jews to bleed, blackmail, extort, and terrorize their enemies.
Yeah.
And to suck us into one war after another in the Mideast.
Yeah,
I was not campaigning as a National Socialist. I was campaigning as a Republican. I was campaigning on the one issue that's on everybody's mind, and that's to avoid war in the Middle East.
Okay.
We need more wars.
Sure.
No, we don't need more wars.
Fine,
we need
I
more
understand.
jobs.
And well, I don't even want to quote you, but here's the deal. Here, you can have your own conspiracy theories, but you can't have your own facts.
Not conspiracy theory, it's a fact.
Mr. Jones,
Jews control basically
6 million
the country,
Jews
the
were
Congress,
killed.
the economy,
Adolf
the
Hitler
media.
perpetrated a genocide. The Auschwitz death camp existed. And the Nuremberg trial happened. Those are the facts, sir. Either way, here's the larger point.
It's a scam.
Fine, you're on the record. You've said that you don't believe the Holocaust.
Records of Holocaust survivors are getting special Social Security benefits.
I'm glad that you're pinning all of your position and platform on that piece of paper.
Former Congressman Bill Lipinski, acknowledging
Mr. Jones,
Ford's
listen,
record was
you've been doing this for decades. You're steeped in this kind of crazy crackpot theory. But here's the larger point. How do you think that you are going to represent the people of Illinois in this district? You have 700,000 people in your district. 7,000 of them are Jews. How do you plan to serve them as a public servant?
The overwhelming majority are white Christian patriots. And I might add black Christian patriots, Latino Christian patriots.
So
they don't want any more wars in the Middle East. And the Israeli lobby controls the Congress of the United States and has sucked us into one war after another. And that's what I'm running against. Not the Holocaust. I'm running against trying to prevent a Holocaust in the Middle East.
Yeah. A couple things. The Republican Party, the state Republican Party, has completely disavowed you. They say the Illinois Republican Party and our country, please let me speak, Mr. Jones, have no place for Nazis like Arthur Jones. We strongly oppose his racist views and his candidacy for any public office, including the 13th Congressional District. Mr. Jones, I'm going to make my point. The National Republican Party has also done so. We condemn this candidate and his hateful rhetoric in the strongest possible terms. Here's the good news. You have a long track record, Mr. Jones. Yes, you did serve in Vietnam. But something has happened since then where you are not honoring the people.
Like a lot of these communist Jews that were in the street.
Here's what everybody needs to know, Mr. Jones. You have a long track record of losing. You lose virtually everything that you run for. You've run for Congress and you've lost, for mayor, for alderman, and we're not in the business of predicting the news, but I can say that you will lose this race.
Paid off. Now I'm going to be on the ballot for the March 20th primary and on the ballot for the November election.
Mr. Jones, we're going to go.
I keep running because I'm a better man than most of those people in Washington.
We'll see what the voters think about that.
I don't believe in political.
We'll see if the voters think that you are the person
standing for the truth,
to
no matter
represent
what.
them. Arthur Jones, we heard your opinion, and we'll see what happens. Chances are you'll go down in flames. We're following a lot of news. Let's get right to it.